What the fuck's up, y'all? PTB coming back at you again on their freaking dope ass album review. Today we got Killswitch Engage, Alive or Just Breathing. I have not heard this album. I'm pretty excited to just jump right into it, but first, y'all know what we gotta do. We gotta do the biography. So I've been a fan of Killswitch Engage for quite a while. I'd probably say I've been a fan of Killswitch Engage since I was in high school. The very first song that I heard by Killswitch was My Curse and The End of Heartache. I've heard This Last Serenade also came later in life, but yeah, I really like that song. It's one of my favorite songs by this band, and it's on this album, so I'm pretty excited to check out the video. I never watched the video, but I always love the fucking song. It's an amazing song. All right, but anyways, yeah, let's jump right into the biography. And thank you everyone that is here, all two of you, that is. Anyways, let's read this biography. Killswitch Engage biography by Eleanor Ditzel, taken from allmusic.com. Massachusetts outfit, Killswitch Engage were at the fore of the early 2000s metalcore wave. With their infectious meld of New England hardcore and Swedish death metal, they achieved chart success and garnered Grammy nominations while selling millions of records. Since their inception, they have navigated shifting trends in metalcore and have been restless in discovery of new musical ground without sacrificing the heart of their sound. From their gold-certified Top 40, The End of Heartache, in 2004 to 2016's chart-topping Incarnate, Killswitch Engage have established themselves as one of heavy metal's most commercially successful and critically acclaimed acts. I got to see this band live with their original singer, and I just discovered today that Jesse Leach is their original singer. I always thought he was a new singer for the band, but I got to witness this band live with their original singer. I never got to see him with Howard, however. Forming Killswitch Engage in Westfield, Massachusetts. The band's 4 founding members already had strong fan followings when they started out. Bassist Mike D'Antonio was formerly the leader and the principal songwriter of Overcast. Often considered a progenitor of the metalcore genre, when Overcast split in 1998, D'Antonio spent a year searching for the right combination of players to fuse hardcore and metal with melody. During the summer of 1999, D'Antonio connected with Adam Dukowitz, who was the drummer for Aftershock, and Joel Strotzel, Aftershock's guitar player. After Jesse Leach, vocalist for Corin and Nothing Stays Gold, joined, the foursome took the name Killswitch motherfucking Engage. The band made their debut by opening for In Flames on tour. Never knew that. Their combination of brutality, sophistication, and originality caught the attention of the Ferret label, and they were quickly signed. Ferret released their self-titled debut album in June 2000, and it immediately earned rave reviews. The group combined heavy riffs with both singing and screaming vocals, covering a range from low-pitched death growls to higher-pitched hyena screams. Strotzel developed a guitar rhythm that galloped, and the others kept pace as they combined elements of hardcore and the metal in their melodies. This is actually one of the very first groups that actually galloped on the guitar in the metalcore scene, which this band's very well known for the galloping on the guitar. It's kind of like a staple of thrash metal, like Metallica. You got Testament. Is Overkill thrash? I guess you could say Overkill. But yeah, during 2001, the band recorded Numbered Days for local Boston radio station Where's Nasty Habits live CD, a compilation with bands such as God Forbid, another fucking amazing band, Haste, Unearth, another fucking amazing band, and Poison the Well. I've never actually fully listened to Poison the Well. The only song I ever listened to was Ghost Chant. Run out of breath. That same year, Killswitch signed with the Roadrunner Records and started recording their second full album, Alive or Just Breathing, at the Zing Studio in Westfield, Massachusetts. They expanded to a 5-piece with the addition of former Aftershock drummer Tom Gomez, and Dukowitz moved over to guitar. The album included favorites such as Self-Revolution, Just Barely Breathing, and a re-recorded version of Temple from Within. Andy Sneap, yeah, was signed on to the mix and master in his English studio. The album aimed at even more growling bass tones, heavier guitar crunches, and thicker, faster double basses that had already permeated the band's music, and it was greeted with high praise upon its release in May 2002. This album came out in 2002. Holy fuck. Shooting to number 37 on Billboard's Heat Seekers chart. Tours with Soilwork and Hypocrisy finished before the band suffered a setback that June. Lead singer Leach suddenly left the group, citing voice problems and personal issues. He later went on to join metal outfit Seamless. Breaking up was not an option, but Killswitch were still unsure of their future. To auditioning Howard Jones, that is, vocalist for local metalcore outfit Blood Has Been Shed. I listened to that on a live stream. Pretty badass. The band and Jones clicked immediately, and his charismatic yet menacing stage presence sealed the deal. He made his debut with the band at Summer 2002's Hellfest, and the guys stayed on the road for the remainder of the year, both at home and abroad. Excuse me. Winning over skeptics along the way, Gomez exited the group following their stint on 2003's Ozfest. He was replaced by another Blood Has Been Shed alum, drummer Justin Foley. The End of Heartache appeared in spring 2004, debuting at number 21 on Top 200, and even earning the band a Grammy nomination for Best Metal Performance. Much touring followed, including acting as the main support for Slayer and spots on package tours like Ozfest and Taste of Chaos, while the band also released a DVD, Set This World Ablaze, in late 2005. Killswitch further rocked a main stage spot at the UK's Reading Festival in the summer of 2006. All of this activity ultimately led up to the release of their fourth full-length As Daylight Dies fucking amazing album, one of my favorites, that in November. In 2009, Killswitch returned with a second self-titled album and found themselves jumping onto the Billboard 200. 3 years later, they announced the departure of singer Jones, who was replaced by original frontman Leach. He marked his return to the band on their 2013 album, Disarmed Descent. The set debuted well inside the top 10 on various album charts, and the track In Due Time was nominated for a 2014 Grammy Award for Best Metal Performance. After several tours in support, Killswitch took some well-deserved time off. In early 2015, the band teased a 40-second snippet of Loyalty, which ended up on the To Catch the Throne, Volume 2, the mixtape for the Game of Thrones television series. They also began informally demoing new tracks after a summer tour. Killswitch entered the studio. In December, the single Strength of Mind was released online. The album Incarnate was released in March of 2016 and debuted at number 6 on Billboard's Top 200. Holy fuck, that's amazing. And it was followed immediately by a national tour in 2017. The band entered the studio to record album number 8, which featured a vocal duet of both Jones and Leach. I watched this, is fucking badass. In April 2018, it was announced that former singer Howard Jones would appear in duet with Leach on the song Signal Fire on a forthcoming album. The band canceled some tour dates during the spring of 2018 so Leach could undergo surgery on his vocal cords. The band returned to recording and touring after his recuperation, and in August opened for Iron Maiden. For 2 sold-out shows at the O2 Arena in London, they signed to Metal Blade in the US. Music for Nations in the United and Sony in the rest of the world. Killswitch Engage completed Atonement, their 8th studio offering in the late spring of 2019, produced once more by Adam D. And it was issued in August. Album co-opener Unleashed was later nominated for a Grammy for Best Metal Performance. The members of Killswitch Engage are Mike D'Antonio, Jesse Leach, Adam Dukowitz, Joe Strotzel, Justin Foley, Howard Jones, Pete Cortez, and Tom Gomez. I believe that the members that are currently in the band are Mike D'Antonio, Jesse Leach, Adam Dukowitz, Joel Strutzel. I think, and I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. And Justin Foley. As I said before, man, I fucking love this band. I have never heard this album. I've heard one song on this album, literally one fucking song. That is right, one song on this album. I'm just ready to jump into it, dude. I know you guys are you're anxious to watch this. I've heard so many people tell me that this album is fucking amazing. So we're about to get at it. So without further ado, let's get at it. The first track is called Numbered Days.
The time approaches! This is the voice of the voiceless. We have learned by making choices. After persecution and delusion, we have severed this illusion. To build our foundation on natural elements to preserve life. We will rise this battle on.
Fuck yeah! That's fucking raw and brutal, dude.
Kingdom will rise to power, but kingdoms fall to dust. Fall! Fall!
Woo!
Chanting inspiration for the righteous. Dislocation for the subsidiary. Kingdom will rise to power, but kingdoms fall to dust. Fall!
This is raw as fuck, dude. Oh, okay. Pretty badass. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Adelaide Dying.
The time approaches.
And Trivium as well. That's brutal! Badass. So I'm gonna go ahead and count that as an ending, even though it kind of like faded out in the end. But at the same time, that is the first track on this album. That was actually really good, dude. I don't know if these songs are gonna fucking lead into one another or not, but like, I don't know. That was pretty badass. It's very raw, very. I've never heard this side of Killswitch Engage like ever, and this is like, holy fuck, dude, this is really good, man. I love how raw the production is. It still sounds great, man. The production is fucking amazing for 2002. Like, this is fucking amazing. I love that, man. I loved how I just instantly reminded of Trivium, As I Lay Dying. Maybe had some hymn references in there as well. I kind of like sensed some hymn, like His Infernal Majesty. It's the band that was in Sweden. I believe is it Sweden that they're from, or Finland? I think it's Finland. Yeah, they're from Finland. But yeah, that's what I've heard.